Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Nick, or the NACPA, and I'm going to continue to highlight non-alcoholic drinks that are all fun and no hangover. For whether if you decided to take a break from drinking for a night, a weekend, a lifetime, or anywhere in between. Today we're talking the salt and pepper of cocktails. That's right, we're highlighting bitters today. These bitters and brand are really cool, and not just because they sent me the product, but because they are non-alcoholic bitters. That's right, you heard it, non-alcoholic bitters. So thanks Ian and Carly from All the Bitter for the items today. We're going to look at how you can elevate your sparkling or soda water experience, use them to make a scrumptious, simple cocktail, transform your non-alcoholic red wine, and how they can be used to make your favorite dessert even more tasty. That's right, folks, another channel first. We're elevating some food with our product today. Of course, I'll give you a little background about All the Bitter and their founders. With that, let's get into it. Today, our brand is All the Bitter. Look up Power Couple and you'll see a picture of the Blessings. In their career lives, they served as sommeliers at a fine French restaurant in Napa Valley. Life circumstances turned them on to the non-alcoholic lifestyle, and they recognized the need for non-alcoholic bitters. Now, how do they do what they do? Well, if you're familiar with how bitters are made, you'll note that botanicals are usually infused or macerated with an alcoholic base. In ATB's case, instead of alcohol, botanicals are infused with glycerin instead. I think about All the Bitters products in two buckets: the bitters they have all the time and the small batch drops they have. Their usual suspects include their aromatic bitters, their orange bitters, their lavender bitters, and their New Orleans bitters. Their previous small batch drops or limited editions have been the Lemon Verbena, most recently, Fig and Black Walnut, Chocolate Mole bitters, among other bitters. With all of that though, let's stop talking about it and let's start showing you how to use these products in your drinks, in your wine, and in your dessert. If you're like me, balling on a budget, you get your cans of sparkling water by the caseload from Costco. I have recently started to experiment with just throwing some bitters on top of my sparkling water, and it's been really great. Make sure you're doing the proper amount of dashes though for the intended effect. What do I mean by that? Well, if you have the stopper top, make sure that it's nice, hard, up and down dashes. But if you have the dropper top, did you know that a full dash of bitters is equal to about 0.75 or to 1 milliliter? Well, if you look at the dropper, that's nearly the whole thing. So let's do that now. Get your desired glass, make sure you get some ice in there. You'll put your type of bitters into there, maybe 4 to 7 dashes. Add in your sparkling or soda water. Give that a stir. There you have it. Simple as that. Bitters with some sparkling water. Now we'll try a cocktail with the bitters and without the bitters and compare them. This one, the Keep Sober cocktail. To save us some time, I'm just going to be a magician and pull both of the drinks out of thin air. 2 drinks right here in front of you. This one without the bitters, this one with the bitters. And now we'll try them. Yeah, it's pretty good because of the tonic and because of the lemon syrup that I used. It's really sweet. I feel like for some, that might be too sweet. Let's go ahead and try it with the bitters. A little bit more mellow. And I don't know, I can just tell that this one seems to be more complex. There's a little bit more something at the end. So that now I would imagine that's coming from the orange bitters. So on its own, without the bitters, it's a good cocktail. It's nice and sweet. Okay. But with the bitters, man, I really like that, and is a little bit, I feel, more sophisticated and something that I would want to serve to friends who are sober curious or, of course, sober always. So that's the Keep Sober cocktail with and without the bitters. Now, when it comes to wine, my spirit animal is Fraser Crane. Big cab saws and big cab francs. I dream of being the cork master. Now, in all seriousness, I was no aficionado like Fraser or sommelier like Ian or Carly, but I still find myself being able to enjoy red wine somehow. I was in the shop actually here at Cheeky and Dry, and they were doing sampling of red wines, some with some bitters and some without. And I was just flabbergasted after tasting the red wine with bitters in them. It changed the mouthfeel a bit. It changed the finish. All those things that, as I like to say, we expect in our red wines, they're sort of brought back when we add some bitters. So let's do that now. Here's my glass of red wine. This one smells like red wine. I would say it tastes like red wine too, but then just right at the very end, the finish is different. It's just not quite exactly red wine. So let's do the bitters trick. Let's throw in some bitters from All the Bitter. This one, the New Orleans style. I'll do 3. Then I'll swish it around, act like I'm looking for legs. I hope there aren't any. And let's take a sip now. Yep, makes me want to pucker a little bit more. I mean, it finishes more like I would expect a red wine to finish. And I didn't mention it, but when I put my nose in it, it smelled even more like a red wine, I guess. But overall, again, completely changes the experience with the red wine. Well, folks, it's heating up here in Seattle. That's right. Earlier this week, we got above just 70 degrees. With that, I find myself eating even more unhealthy food. I'm zoning in on ice cream. I picked up some vanilla ice cream, but then I thought to myself, hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't the Meyer Lemon Verbena bitters from All the Bitter be excellent with this? I think it should or will. So let's test that hypothesis. Here's some vanilla ice cream. Measure with your heart. Throw some dashes of bitters on there. Let's see what this tastes like. I would imagine pretty dang good. Yep, because it's ice cream, there's that creaminess, a little bit of sweetness, and usually something that I don't get in ice cream because this is the first time I've ever put bitters on my ice cream. But it's nice to have that complexity to your dessert here. And I've taken my plain vanilla and now I've made it a lemon vanilla. Also could make it maybe more of a cherry with the New Orleans bitters from All the Bitter. So really great job. If you haven't done it, definitely highly recommend. All right, and that's the video. Today we learned a little bit about the brand All the Bitter, and we highlighted some practical things that you can do with bitters with your soda water, with your wine, with your dessert to elevate it or make it taste just a little bit better. If you're in Seattle, pop on over to Cheeky and Dry and you can get all the standard All the Bitter bitters. Right now, I noticed that they do have some Lemon Verbena as well. Hope you got some value out of the video, and if you did, please go ahead and give the video a like. If you haven't checked out all my other videos, you can do that right there. And then also, please subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss another upcoming video right there. That's all I got for you. Thanks for sticking to the end of the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.